Hi guys, and welcome to my channel. In this video, I'm going to be giving tips for basically tapping into your creativity. Now, everything that I'm going to say on this list, I have put into practice myself, and I have found that it has been helpful in me connecting that much more with my creativity. So let's go ahead and start down the list. The first thing I have is watch your circle. Yes, and what do I mean by that? Watch the people that you hang around and you surround yourself with. You know, sometimes we can't always control the people that we have to interact with, but the ones that you can. If you're around negative people, if you're around non-productive people, you will find that messes with your energy at one time or another or constantly. So if you're around other creative people, this amazing thing starts happening. Their energy is bouncing off of your energy and it triggers more creativity in you. At least that has been my experience. When I'm around other people that are very creative, they trigger creativity in me. I could just be having a conversation with them and it'll trigger something in me. Like, I'm a writer and a poet. That's one part of the way that I release my creativity. And sometimes just listening to other people speak, it triggers me to want to write about something. They could say one word. Usually it's just one word that they might say, and it triggers a whole poem out of me, or it triggers a whole idea out of me. So being around other creative people, your energies are just bouncing and off of one another, and it's lifting you guys up to that much more creativity. All right, so definitely watch your circle first and foremost. Second on my list is expand your mind and constantly grow and learn. Now, I find that I consider myself a lifelong learner, I'll say that, but constantly seeking knowledge and listening to different concepts that might even differ from me. I might not even agree with it, but it's still just opening my mind in such a way that is giving me that much more creative thoughts, really. So, just staying in your own mind is not always a good idea. It's good to listen to other people and see what's going on around you as well. You might be surprised how that could actually inspire you and connect you deeper with your creativity. Number 3 on my list is listen to rich music and surround yourself with the arts. See, I'm a music lover, so maybe I may or may not be biased with this one, but to me, when I'm listening to happy music, and not only just happy music, when I'm listening to rich music, something that's not degrading, something that's just not poorly made, just the instruments sound lovely and it's just a beautiful sound. And there is actually music that are on certain wavelengths that are scientifically proven to actually increase your mental capacities and help in your happiness and whatnot. So it's actually happy music. So be mindful of the kind of music that you're listening to. And I highly recommend that you can start connecting yourself with rich music if you're not, with rich sounds and just well-made music. Okay, so number 4, I have let go of stress and negativity. And, this kind of goes without saying, but if you're distracted by negative things, you won't be a place or a vessel for creativity to flow. So you have to really find a way to de-stress yourself, especially when you want to be in your most creative spaces, which I want to be in it is when I'm awake as much as often, basically. But, being stressed and being distracted with negative things and stressful circumstances, of course, that's going to interfere with your creativity. So you got to de-stress. Number 5, I have relax. And that kind of goes along with not stressing. Hold on a second. That kind of goes along with not stressing. And it's also an indication of not rushing. So just relax and trust the flow of things, that everything will come to you when it needs to, because you're an open vessel. You don't have to rush anything. All right, or make something more urgent than it is, basically. Number 6, I have believe that you can and expect that you will, and have a calm confidence that everything will fall into place. So it kind of goes along with number 5 with relaxing, but you need to believe that you can actually tap into that higher level of creativity, or that you're even a creative person to begin with. You need to be able to believe that. Number 7, I have meditate. Meditation calms our minds, and it allows thoughts to enter and leave the mind. And you could be meditating and a creative thought comes to you because you're being still and you're allowing your mind to take over in a way that we don't when we're conscious. And not that we're not conscious when we're meditating, but we're allowing ourselves to just be, and we're just feeling what's coming to us at the time rather than trying to control it per se. So meditation is a great way to try to tap into your creativity, or to at least open yourself up as a vessel for creativity to flow through. Number 8, I have get out in nature, and get some fresh air. But there's a deeper connection with that. What is nature? Nature is God to me. Nature is all around us, but when we're in the purest levels of nature, it's even a purer or a higher dose of God around us, in my opinion. So, being out in nature is just something inspiring, at least for me, and perhaps it could be for you. Just being out there, looking at the green pastures, or, wherever you are in nature, it's just a beautiful surrounding, the fresh air. It's just something very calming about that and relaxing. And all that stuff helps to connect you with your creativity. Number 9, I have be prepared. Now, this is a big one. And a lot of you creative people can probably attest to having a moment like this. You're just driving your car and this brilliant idea drops in your mind for just a few seconds, but you don't write it down or something, and then it floats away, basically. At least that's what it feels like. Or you feel like you've lost the idea, like, oh my gosh, I thought of something really brilliant, and then it just that quick, I don't remember what it was. And it's happened to me. And because of that, I always travel with a pen and a paper, or, I have a notepad in my cell phone. I use my voice recorder. I find ways to capture things when I think about it, because if creativity, if it's flowing through me like that, it may be in the midst of me doing things that I have to do as well. So I'll write it down so that I can come back to it. But at least I've captured the thought, and I've made sure that I've written it down so that it will not escape my memory. And if it did, I wrote it down. So be prepared with having, devices and things that can help you make sure that whenever it comes to you, you are ready to capture it, or at least make note of it so that when you come back to it, it's there for you. All right. Let's see. What else do I have on the list? Oh my gosh, we're to 9 minutes. I usually try to keep my videos to 8 minutes or less. So I'm just going to let this be a part 1. But I hope these tips will help someone, tap deeper into their creativity. It certainly helps me. And this is a nice starter list for anybody that's trying to get deeper into their creativity. So if you liked the video, if anything resonated with you, go ahead and click the like button. Please subscribe to my channel. I will certainly be putting up more videos talking about creativities. I have other playlists of other topics. You are very welcome to go look through those, and maybe something that you may be interested in hearing more about or learning more about. And as always, until next time, take care.